everyone, welcome back to another DIY video. Today I'm showing you some rustic Christmas DIYs that are super easy and add the cutest charm to your home. If you would like to see 8 super easy and quick Christmas DIYs, then please keep watching. First DIY is a Christmas Village hoop wreath using old wood houses I got from a restore and some Dollar Tree bottle brush trees. I also used some greenery from these stems from Target. I started by painting the houses white and then pulled off some of the greenery from the stem. I didn't use too much so I could still use the stems elsewhere. I just used floral wire to attach the greenery to the hoop. When the houses dried, I added in little windows with a permanent marker. I hot glued the houses together and then later glued the houses to the hoop. I took the bottoms of the trees off and glued them down as well.
This Christmas I only wanna be close to you.
I thought this hoop wreath added the perfect little touch of Christmas to my mug rack. Next, I needed a wreath for our front door, and I decided to take this old plain one and just add these Hobby Lobby stems. What makes this wreath so perfect for our home is that I'm using these stems also for our flower boxes, so it'll tie in so nicely. This is a perfect way to customize a wreath to your own home.
Whatever we do, we will be alright. These holiday wonders will open your mind. May all your wishes tonight come true.
To add a little something more, I attached this Snuggle Season to the center. For the next DIY, I decided to make a large cross for our tree out of the scrap wood we had in our garage. I just stained the wood with some black coffee by letting the wood soak in a large cup of coffee for about 30 minutes. Once the wood dried, I added this brown paint to make the wood a little darker. I just rubbed it in with a baby wipe to give it the perfect stained color. I hot glued the pieces together to make a cross. For this DIY, I used some thick jute rope and some thin as well. The thicker rope I wrapped around the cross in a crisscross and then hot glued it in the back. I used the thin twine to make a loop at the top to hang the cross. I just love having this cross in the very top center of our tree to show and remind us what the true meaning of Christmas is. Next, I made this cute pinecone gnome ornament. I cut some white felt into a triangle and secured the seams with hot glue. I then glued the hat to the top of the pinecone. For the nose, I chose a moss green color to match the greens in my living room and then glued it down. So that the hat would hang down to the side, I added some greenery from our mantle garland as well as 2 little bells. I later went through with the same green as the nose and went over the greenery so it would match the nose perfectly. I then glued some twine to the back to turn it into an ornament. The colors match so well with my tree, I just love it so much. You can customize the colors to match your tree and theme as well. Next, I found this cute metal bucket online from Target that was $25. I decided to recreate it by making the same quote on photojet.com. I just cut the quote out to size and then stained the paper with some coffee so it wasn't so stark white. I then simply added Mod Podge to the back side to make it stick to my galvanized bucket. I thought it added the slightest bit of charm to this plain bucket. Next, I'm showing you how I made these rustic name tags for my kids' stockings. I used more of that wood I stained earlier with coffee. Once it was dry, I took my Amazon stamps and stamped my kids' names down on the wood pieces. To add a little more something, I cut off more greenery from our mantle and hot glued them down to the name tags. I took these two Dollar Tree pumpkin clips and removed the clips to use on the back side of the name tags. I just hot glued them down to finish up the name tags. I was originally looking at name tags on Etsy, but they could get pretty expensive, and this way I was able to customize them more to my home. Next, I made a simple village garland by using these little houses that I made on PhotoJet. I cut them out and then I painted them black. I thought the black houses would look nice with the black houses in my Christmas tree and in my entryway. After painting them black, I hole punched the top of them and then put some twine through the holes to create a garland. I also hot glued some of the same greenery I've been using throughout the video to make it match the rest of my decor. I thought the garland looked so cute on the sign I have talking about houses. This next DIY was my favorite. I made this holiday card keeper to hold all of our old Christmas cards. I started by taking an old book that just had a plain white cover. I placed the covers into more coffee to stain them and make them look a little more rustic. Once they were dry, I used my Amazon stamps again and stamped out the cutest quote that says, "Holiday cards from Christmas past." To finish up, I just hole punched the sides and added twine bows. I just hole punched all of our family cards that we've had, and now I have a safe place to store them all together. So that wraps up my 8 Christmas DIYs. Let me know in the comments below which DIY was your favorite. I love that I saved so much money making all of these items myself. I hope you guys got some ideas while watching today's video. Thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful and blessed day.